Alright, so let's just say we were given a right angle triangle. Let's just say they give us two sides. Let's also say they give us this side as 5 meters and they give us this side as 6 meters. And we are asked to find the missing side of this right angle triangle. Let's call this side X. Now, when you hear about missing sides in right angle triangles, there are two things that should immediately pop in your mind. Those two things are the Pythagoras theorem and the trigonometric ratios. Now, today in this video, we'll be exploring the simple world of Pythagoras theorem. Now, what this theorem is used for, this theorem is used to find missing sides in a right angle triangle when we are given two sides. And what this theorem says, simple, it says the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the square of the two remaining sides. Now, one key thing that we need to see in this theorem is that we need to identify which side is the longest side. And the longest side is always the side that is opposite the right angle. Wherever the right angle is, the side opposite that will be the longest side. So, let's apply this theorem now. The longest side, we saw that the longest side is equal to x. So we say the square of the longest side, which is x squared, is equal to the sum of the square of the two remaining sides. Two remaining sides we have is 6 meters and 5 meters. Which one do we put forth? It doesn't matter. We're adding it. It's a sum. So this would be 6 squared plus 5 squared. And then we just square out everything. So x squared will be equal to 6 will be 36 plus 5 5s will be 25. So we have x squared is equal to 36 plus 25. You will get a value of 61. Let me just make sure. Yes, that's excellent. That's correct. So x squared is equal to 61. We don't want to find x squared. We want to find the value of x. So what we do, we just take over this square with this square here. We take over the square. So when we take it over the equal sign, the opposite of square would be square root. So x will be equal to the square root of 61. So x will be equal to approximately 7.8 meters. And that is the Pythagoras theorem. Alright, so let me explore another example. Let's just say we are given another triangle like this. Let's say they give us this side as 5 meters. And they give us this side here as 2 meters. And we're asked to find the remaining side. Let's call it x again. Now, in this case, they did not ask us to find the longest side. They give us the longest side and they ask us to find another side in the right angle triangle. Can we use the same Pythagoras theorem? Most definitely. Can we use the same approach? Most definitely. So let's just label the triangle once again. The longest side here is the side opposite the right angle, and we see the right angle is here. So the side opposite that would be here. So that 5 meters there is the longest side. So let's just put it down again. So it says the square of the longest side, this would be 5 squared, is equal to the sum of the square of the two remaining sides. So let's say the two remaining sides would be x squared plus 2 squared. We put in the units when we're finished. So this will be 5 squared is equal to 5 5s, 25. X squared, put back the x squared, plus 2 2s, that will be 4. And then we just make x the subject of the formula. So this will be 25. This 4 is adding here. We take it off the equal sign. It will subtract. Is equal to x squared. So x squared will be equal to 25 subtract 4. That will give you a value of 21. So to find for x, we just take over the square and it will become the square root of 21. And x will have a value of approximately 4.6 meters. And that there is the Pythagoras' theorem.